Some of you guys know when you want to restore or build a car like this, like a 90s, early 2000s Honda, it's gonna cost some money. And it's nothing crazy expensive, it's just kind of like, wow, I didn't really expect these OEM parts or even aftermarket parts to have hiked so much. So there's a little bit of scarcity, a little bit of hoarders manipulating the price, inflation, the dollar isn't worth what it used to be back in the day. But for now, it's just going to be a simple ITR restoration. You've seen the videos before. If you followed my Instagram at some point, the car was rough. So we're still working, but let's look at the interior. So finally was able to gather all the AC components. I couldn't find anyone locally that can sell those. So I had to gather everything individually from eBay, which cost an arm and a leg. Still missing a harness for the cluster and all of that. That's why there's no dashboard in here. I'm troubleshooting things there with the main relay, the ECU. I got the P73 and the P73 JDM with the jumper, but you could tell this thing always gets pulled out when you build cars like this. Gotta have it on you. It's actually really grateful to have that. Even till today, the forums have gotten a little out of control with ads and so much information that is hard to keep up. So I'm still working on some stuff inside the car. As with any other busy car builder, car enthusiast, our garage is always full of stuff, and that's why my car is all bunched up underneath the covers. It's not perfect, like I really can show you guys all the flaws. There's dents on the quarter panel, glue on the window, dashboard has some flaws in it, but I mean, she's still here, guys. I haven't sold her. I think at some point I wanted to, because of how much money and time I put into it, and it's just kind of like wasn't even to me worth it for what transpired through the process. But after pushing through and painting the engine and swapping and putting the engine in and kind of seeing the vision from afar, I was really hyped for it. But I'm at a point where it's a little frustrating right now, and yeah, let's go talk about that. So I don't think a lot of you guys understand building a car from scratch, literally a shell with parts in a box. It demands a lot of attention. I guess the biggest fault is that I don't have much experience doing that, because it's so easy to buy a car, take it apart, buy mods for it, and then call it a build. That's kind of what I was doing, honestly, and a lot of people are doing that today. But to be able to start from the ground up, touch every single bolt, you know what I mean, clean every single panel, just everything, everything on this freaking car I've touched, and it's just crazy that the way it is now, it blows me away that I've done all of that myself. And it's rewarding in a lot of ways. It's just the frustration part takes over, and then you just don't give yourself that credit. I haven't picked up the camera in a long time, and honestly, I just really didn't want to make videos anymore on YouTube. I think that era of making continuous video was over for me, and I know you guys probably wondering where I went, and I owe it to you guys on the progress of the Integra build. So let's go ahead and take a look at how she looks now. It's pretty much day and night from when I last updated the car. So right now it's just, this is where we stand on the car, 2025. I'm gonna look through the old or previous video to this to see where I last left you guys at. But as you can see, there is a motor inside the car. The engine bay is painted, it's tucked, the front end is still kind of off for the most part. But let's just do a quick look of what we done. So looking into engine bay, I did a full for the most part grind down of all of the surface. There was tons of rust in here if you watch the previous videos, and I had to shave all that down to metal. I had to treat it, I had to prime it, pretty much seal it, and then paint it, and then clear it. So I didn't go the professional route like everyone else. Even though this is an Integra Type R, I also want to do everything do it yourself. So I went with automotive touch-up paint, and we went ahead and just spray painted everything. It matched pretty well. I painted the bay, and I started swapping the engine in. I also grinded down all the OEM seam sealer, so it looks a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's better than what it was. support. I didn't really plug a lot of holes. I didn't weld a lot of holes. I kind of like the way it looks like that. You know, it wasn't too finished, still a little unfinished. Using spoon radiator hoses that came with the swap. I actually ended up buying the swap from someone locally. I had all the parts to build a whole engine, but it would cost too much time and money to pay someone to do all of that. So I just figured, you know what, let me just get a B18C5 and I'm just gonna swap it straight in. So it is matching the car. Went with a Koyo radiator, Misimoto shroud, and a fan. But some reason with my header that I'm rocking right here, I wasn't able to run another fan. It actually rubs on that. So until I find another solution here, I'm gonna have to run a single fan for the time being. AC is connected all the way through, routed all the way OEM style, and that's about it. You know, for the most part, I tucked some of the wires, as you can see right here. Tucked it all the way inside the dash. Still working a little bit down here for the turn signals. Same on here. And I don't know, some reason I painted this side and forgot the other side, so it's a little unfinished, but it's okay. Nothing crazy. That's all wire tucked out, just to keep a more clean bay. I'm not running ABS. I'm not running cruise control. No power steering for the time being. I eventually will put power steering in, but right now it's just a simple swap, just something to get it going. But that's how the bay looks right now.